Welcome to BKSS Academy. We are discussing about process control block that is present in process of operating system. This topic is very much helpful for your different kinds of examination. So my dear students, please focus on it. The process control block, which is important part of operating system, helps managing processes. Different processes will be managed by the operating system through the process control block. Operating system does following performances by process control block, that is PCB. I had written here: process creation, process scheduling, process termination. A process control block consists of process ID, process state, program counter, CPU register, CPU scheduling information, memory management information, input and output status information. Process ID, this is the identification mark. This is useful for finding the process from the number of different processes. Process state, a process has following states, that is new state, ready state, running state, waiting state and terminated state. New state, a program which is going to be taken up by the operating system directly into the main memory, known as new process state. Which process is received by the CPU, that will be picked by the operating system, and that will be directly coming to the main memory, that will be called as new process. Ready state, when a process waits for CPU to be assigned, it is the first state in the memory and prepared already and waiting for execution. Which process is ready for execution, that is called as ready state of the process. Running state, this is the running state. The OS will select one of the processes from ready state based on scheduling mechanism. Suppose there are some number of processes are there in ready state, it will select one of the process for running. We can execute n processes concurrently also. Suppose there are number of processes, we can execute simultaneously all the processes if there are n processors. Waiting state, the OS switches a process to wait and alerts the CPU to other process. If processor is processing a process and in between a process is coming, then that will be going for waiting state. Terminate state, a process enters the terminate state once when it is completed its execution. When its job is over, then it will be go to the terminate state. It will enter into the terminate state. Program counter is the another form of another step, that is the address of the following instruction to be executed from the memory is stored in the CPU register called program counter. Program counter is a register which is in the CPU, which process to be processed, that is stored in the program counter. CPU scheduling information, it is necessary to arrange procedure for execution. Which process will be processed by a following principle, that is scheduling algorithm or scheduling information. CPU register, here content CPU registers, here contents of running of process are kept. What is the input of running and output of the running of the process, that will be kept at the CPU register. Accounting and business information, CPU keeps the amount of time process used. The amount of time used by the process, that will be kept by this head, and the number of process are processed. How much number of process are processed, that will be kept in form of accounting and information. Memory management, this section contains information on page, segment, table and value of the base and limit registers. This information will be kept by the memory management part of the processes. Input and output status information, this section keeps input and output related information in the process, input output status information. In this part, this information of input and output related relation contents will be kept. This is all about the process. Thank you.